#1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. I am Shalia Roll.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight, coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Tonight, the new U.S. ambassador pays a visit to the Prime Minister. The gifts the two exchanged. Our communications professional makes the leap to the upper chamber. DeSante Small today becoming the country's newest senator. And seniors given the gift of warmth this holiday season, blankets of love. Those stories, the days of the news, this late night, Tuesday, December 9th, 2025.
The Bahamas tonight at 11. The final word starts now.
And it is good to have you along with us this late night. I'm Corbell Pyfrom. We begin here at 11 with the Smuggling of Migrants Bill 2025 now on its way to the Senate for debate after passing in the House of Assembly last evening. However, the controversial bill did not receive bipartisan support, as we hear in this report from Fern Carey.
House members passed the Smuggling of Migrants bill in the lower chamber last evening after the government dropped a controversial clause that would have protected smuggled migrants from certain types of prosecution. National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Munro, who led debate on the bill, advised his parliamentary colleagues that the clause that would have protected migrants from being prosecuted for illegal entry, illegal stay, and possession of fraudulent documents would be deleted. This amidst ongoing criticism from the opposition.
When you have the public whipped up, we did the very sensible thing, made an assessment. Does removing it offend Clause 5? The answer is no, because there's no offense that the migrant can commit, and that's why it was done. And so it's just very simple as that. And the very sad thing is, they know better. But for political expediency, they seek to whip up the public.
Opposition leader Michael Pintard details some of his concerns about the bill.
What we are concerned about, Madam Speaker, is illegal migration and bad actors in the system who facilitate it and broken systems that we fail to correct. So our discussion today, Madam Speaker, is not to demonize anyone or any particular group, Madam Speaker, because many members in this House and previous Houses for over 100 years came from various jurisdictions. What we're saying is people ought to come in the correct way if they wish to enjoy the benefits of, again, full citizenship.
Now, although the bill passed in the House of Assembly, the Free National Movement indicated in a statement Tuesday, among other things, that they will repeal it should they become the next government. According to the statement, the bill lays out the red carpet for lawbreakers when it comes to health care, treating them as victims. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Fern Carey.
Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, says he has approached the United States on several occasions to consider implementing a visa-free treaty between the two countries. This amid a recent vow made by U.S. President Donald Trump indicating that he would ban migration from all third world countries after an Afghan national shot 2 U.S. National Guards, one of them fatally. While Mr. Trump did not name the countries that would be impacted, Minister Mitchell says the Bahamas has taken notice of that vow.
In previous incarnations of the U.S. government, I said to them, and I've indicated in sort of private discussions with the Prime Minister, that I think we ought to formally propose to the United States a treaty between ourselves for visa-free access of Bahamians to the U.S. I said to them, particularly since in these days of climate change and all these other and these climate emergencies, that if the 400,000 of us moved to the States, it would make a difference in terms of impact on the population. But The fact is that you have to behave lawfully, and this ought to be lawful entry into another country.
Now at 11, Deputy Director of Communications at the Public Hospitals Authority, Desante Small, today became the country's newest senator. She was presented her instruments of appointment by Governor General Dame Cynthia Pratt during a ceremony this afternoon at Government House. Small's family, friends, and now parliamentary colleagues there to witness the moment, including Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis. The new senator, who replaces recently elected Golden Isles MP Darren Pickstock, pledged to work to widen the rights of women, advocate for mental health, support vulnerable groups, fight gender-based violence, and promote initiatives that enable young people. The U.S.'s 14th ambassador to the Bahamas, His Excellency Herschel Walker, presenting his letters of credence to the Governor General today during a ceremony also at Government House. He was joined by his wife, Julie Blanchard, along with other U.S. Embassy officials. Ambassador Walker was confirmed by the U.S. Senate on October 7th and sworn in as ambassador-designate at the White House on Monday, October 17th. And after presenting his letters of credence to the Governor General, Ambassador Walker paid a courtesy call to the office of the Prime Minister, where he met and exchanged gifts with Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis. The American ambassador presented several gifts, including a football, some peanuts from his home state of Georgia, as well as a portrait depicting the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, where the late Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. pastored until his death back in 1968. The Prime Minister also presented Mr. Walker with Bahamian coins and a set of cufflinks. There is much more news to stay up for this late night. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight at 11. More when we continue.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
It's a Holy Frosty Christmas, and Wendy's and Coke is bringing the chill. This year, when you upgrade any Wendy's combo to a large, you can instantly win big with the Upgrade and Win Christmas giveaway. We're talking travel gift cards, gadgets, holiday treats, and prizes that make your Holy Frosty Christmas shine. Just upgrade your favorite lunch combo. Scan the QR code on your receipt to enter and let the holiday magic begin. Enjoy great tasting food and win big this Christmas with Wendy's and Coca-Cola's Upgrade and Win. Rules and restrictions apply.
Here at Immigration Care Service, you can trust us, especially if you have experienced issues or problems with the U.S. immigration at the borders. We'll do our best to provide options and solutions to immigration roadblocks, so travelers can continue visiting the U.S. and residents can continue living their lives in the U.S. without worries. The best part? Our services are affordable and accessible. Take the mystery, confusion, and fear out of your immigration concerns. Contact Immigration Care Service today.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
As we continue here this Tuesday night, the government has unveiled its National Health Strategy 2026-2030, a sweeping plan, officials say, which is designed to close long-standing gaps in care, strengthen the health system from the inside out, and better prepare the country for emerging threats. We hear more tonight from our West colleague Forbes.
Minister of Health and Wellness, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, says this is the first comprehensive health strategy in 15 years, and the review of that plan revealed a mixed picture.
The last National Health Strategy was developed in 2010. The evaluation of the last strategy confirmed that we made real progress in some areas, while lagging behind or remaining unchanged in many other key areas in healthcare. From then to now, new threats have emerged. Long-standing challenges have grown, and we have been reminded repeatedly of the importance of health prevention, promotion, while focusing on responsible, compassionate governance.
This new strategy seeks to answer 3 essential questions. How do we ensure every person on every island can access health care early, fairly, and with respect? What must be fixed behind the scenes? And how do we make our health system future-ready? The new blueprint is organized into 8 pillars across 3 clusters. Dr. Sharita Moxie, Health Policy Lead, says the plan is grounded in reality. She used a 62-year-old grandmother as an example. Her blood pressure goes untreated because clinic access isn't always easy or affordable in the Family Islands.
The whole point of this new strategy is to change that story. Under the People and Equity cluster, it looks like mapping our service gaps between islands, using community health teams, digital tools, and partnerships to reach Ms. Roll before she is in crisis.
The 2026 to 2030 strategy is designed to build a system that not only treats illnesses, but be proactive, resilient, and able to meet today and tomorrow's challenges. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes Calix-Forbes.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness, in partnership with the Healthy Bahamas Coalition, hosting a seminar at the University of the Bahamas aimed at shedding light on the real cost of alcohol use among young people. Dr. Monique Mitchell with the Healthy Bahamas Coalition says the initiative is the first in a series of seminars that will focus on parents, minors, and the general adult population. Now, she says the goal is to empower young people with the tools needed to make informed choices.
But our target is young people, not only here at UB, but at all university-age young people, so that we can empower them with the knowledge and the skills to be able to make the best decision about using alcohol. It affects every part of your life, the physical, the mental, the social, psychological, and of course your life goals and opportunities.
Freetown residents staging a peaceful protest on the outskirts of the dilapidated City Market building on Village Road. Bearing placards in hand, the group contends that the building is not only an eyesore, but has turned into a haven for substance abusers and illegal activity. Freetown independent candidate Andrew Blue Johnson says he's made countless efforts to speak to the owners to have the building torn down.
The residents of this community and this constituency had came to me months ago and said, Andrew Blue, we need you to talk about this situation. I sent certain, maybe 3 or 4 videos online on social media to talk about this. And I mentioned the name of Mr. Neil McTaggart. That's the information I've gotten as the owner of the property. He reached out to me with the initial video and said that he'll look into it and get back to me. Ever since that, 4 months ago, I've sent 3 or 4 other videos, and he's radio silent. No kind of response.
Johnson says what really concerns them is the safety of school-age children and residents who frequent the surrounding areas.
It's just a danger. Kids in that back area right there, just immediately in the back of the property is Arnstown constituency. And this is Williamstown, right south of it. And you have kids jumping the wall to come in this area to do certain things, go to the stores and what have you, and they can be in danger. There's a possibility some people could be lurking in that building.
In a warm and inspiring visit Monday, Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cynthia Pratt made a special visit to the Sandlands Rehabilitation Center for her annual Christmas greeting. She praised the staff for their deep love and care and called their service to patients sacred.
You are the national resource, the trusted hands that care for our most vulnerable citizens. My hope for you this season is that the generosity you show upon others is returned to you 100-fold.
This holiday season, a group of seniors were gifted the gift of warmth, not only coming in the hands as the weather takes a turn, but also serving as a reminder that there's a community that loves them and cares to see their most basic needs. We get more tonight on this from our Danielle Dean.
What if I told you that behind me were boxes of warm hugs? Well, they're just that for the geriatric ward patients here at the Sandilands Rehabilitation Center after the Pilot International program donated 50 blankets.
As our clients are bedridden and they have to be changed, so you never have too much blankets. And like you say, we're heading into the winter season, so we appreciate every token. Let me tell you, every little helps.
Sandilands not the only recipients, but the Good Samaritan, Demetrius, and Naomi Christie homes. The idea is to give these seniors, who may feel as fragile and lonely as ever, warmth, comfort, and security, especially during these colder months.
The Bahamas District of Pilot International this morning is pleased to present to all of our partners who take care of our precious pearls and who give them the love and attention that they need in their latter part of their years.
It is not just a blanket, but it's arms. I call them arms because when I get off, I won't be there to hug them, but this blanket will continue where I left off at.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, that story warms your heart already. Through its largest event, the Junkanoo Jingle to Bay 5,000 four-season race management, making a donation to small nonprofit, the Blue Rose Foundation, supporting leukemia fighters and survivors, such as Danielle Gordon, who for years believed there was no local support group for people with a condition, but that has recently changed.
I was so happy when I went on the walk with this lady. She named me Chantel. I'm so glad she's in my life. She had the same type of leukemia, the same type of cancer what I had. And I went on the walk with the church and I met the lady for the Blue Rose thing, and I was very ecstatic. Very, very much ecstatic because I was like, finally.
We feel truly blessed. It's good to know that we're being seen. Our efforts are being seen. You know, of course, it is in breast cancer, the one everybody knows about. I mean, you don't have to tell anyone to wear pink on Fridays in October. So the fact that they reached out to us lets us know that we're doing something. We're reaching the hearts of people.
All of our events, we donate part proceeds from each one of our events to a deserving charity, to a deserving individual or somebody that deserves some support.
The heart of the Bahamas beats a little louder and a little prouder. In an extraordinary act befitting the meaning of the season, the Bahamas Feeding Network, in partnership with the Royal Caribbean Group, has launched one of the largest holiday food initiatives the country has ever seen, delivering 7,000 turkeys and hams to families nationwide. The rollout began in Fox Hill, where hundreds gathered, some before sunrise, hopeful, grateful, and moved by the outpouring of support. Event leader and organizer Racina Ferguson Scully, along with chairman of the Bahamas Feeding Network, Felix Stubbs, stress that in a world often filled with headlines of hardship, these kinds of stories stand out as a reminder that when corporate partners and community leaders come together, it can make all the difference.
By putting meals on people's table, you help them to live a life of dignity. You help them to feed the kids so the kids can go to school and learn because they're not hungry. You keep people off the streets from crime because they know they can go home and they get a meal.
I don't feel no different from them because probably one day they were like me. You're here today, but you don't know what tomorrow will bring forth. And, you know, so I don't make myself feel like I'm higher than them. No. I am just here to lend a helping hand to them, to make them feel like they are somebody, and somebody have them on a high pedestal that they will feel important.
A lot of great stories to get us ready for the season. Well, the Bahamas Tonight at 11 turns to sports next. I'm Ajal with a preview of what's ahead.
The Bahamas settling for silver at the Caribbean Baseball Cup. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
Hurricane Melissa ravaged the southwestern and western communities of Jamaica in late October, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. In an effort to assist Jamaica back to a place of normalcy, Bahamas Power and Light dispatched a 7-member emergency response team on November 10th. On this episode of Keeping Current, we will be giving you exclusive updates from our team led by Kervin Jones as the team continues to work to bring light and hope to the island.
We got into Kingston. This would have been towards the evening, so you couldn't get a full assessment of how bad the damages was. But on our way to Montego Bay, we saw some of the extent of damages. There are areas where there have been numerous poles that were down. So we work along with the JPS team. They plant the poles. We go on the back end, we dress the poles, and we retention conduct it.
Despite the large landmass, the team was able to cover quite a few communities.
We've been in the Kincaid area, we've been at Treasure Beach, we've been down to Watchwell.
What did it mean for Jamaicans to have the assistance of Team Bahamas on the ground?
Having the support from our fellow Caribbean brothers and sisters really means a whole lot. It means that we can return to, I wouldn't say normal, but at least some sense of normalcy.
You can see the light on their face once they see the manpower inside the area.
After 4 weeks on the ground, the 7-member team returned home from Jamaica on December 8th. What was the overall experience like? And what type of challenges did they face? Stay tuned for next week's episode of Keeping Current.
Welcome to your Tuesday evening sports check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. Topping sports, it was perhaps the most significant senior men's baseball game for the 242 in recent memory. The Bahamas, Curacao, winner advancing to the CAC Games in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic in 2026. On the mound for the Bahamas, the 20-year-old Tyreek Sherman would go 4 complete innings. The Bahamas trailing 1-0 for much of the night. Curacao would go ahead on a 2-run double in the bottom of the 5th. There would still be hope that the home team would mount a comeback. The Bahamas would get a run on a triple from Chavez Young in the top of the 6th, but a 2-run shot in the bottom half of that inning would be too much to overcome. The Bahamas would have to settle for silver, falling to Curacao 5-1. The Bahamas finishing the tournament with 3 wins and 2 losses, both coming at the hands of Curacao. Now, the Bahamas was playing in the gold medal game for the first time, finishing as high as the country has ever finished in the Caribbean Baseball Cup. In college basketball news from over the weekend, Ray McCollins posting her biggest performance of her young career, scoring 40 points and recording her 4th double-double on the season, adding 13 rebounds as well to lead the Florida International University Lady Panthers to a 103-92 win over Georgia State. The junior transfer from the Ole Miss Rebels shattered her previous career high of 19 points and produced FIU's first 40-point performance since 2017.
I mean, it feels good. It's my career high in the college game, but like Coach Burke said, it's stacking those days and being intentional in everything that I do and getting those extra shots up. And, you know, working with Coach Dan, he said, you're going to hit one. So I hit one for him today. But just stacking those days and getting that work in.
In volleyball news, UB women's volleyball team back in action against the Ballers in search of their 3rd straight win in the Providence Volleyball Association. It was a slow start for the Mingos as they got into a 9-4 hole in the first set, but they would go on to take that set 25-18. Second set saw UB getting off to a slower start, trailing 10-6. They would lose that one at 25-19. UB also starting out slow in the third set, going down 14-11, but things changed in UB's favor. They would go up 19-15 before taking the winning set 26-24.
Overall, I feel like we did an amazing job. We became more consistent with our serving. Our passing was way much better than the rest of our games, and our hitting definitely have improved. We had little hitting errors, something that we can easily work on. This is our first time playing this team, so we didn't know really what to expect. We was a bit out of system in the second set, but we just made the defense adjustment and the service adjustment and put pressure on their team.
And that's been a look at your sports on this Tuesday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
Sweet and spicy, marinated fried, tossed with chili. Wow, wow. Garlic and ginger, got many flavors, like honey barbecue.
Signature hot wings, turn up the heat for you. Those pepper wings, what's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. So many flavors to try. What's your flavor? Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken.
Those pepper wings.
You've got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rent-A-Kill Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rent-A-Kill Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rent-A-Kill Initial.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting TingsyBahamas.com.
It is time now for a look at our weather forecast. Tonight, for that, we say good evening to Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean.
Good evening, Carvel. Front boundary across the northwest Bahamas, and that has stalled out, and it's created quite a bit of unsettled weather over the northwest and even parts of the central Bahamas. As you can see, broad area of cloudiness stretching out throughout the northern and central parts of our country. And there's also lots of showers associated with this front boundary. As we go to our live weather radar, you can see a broad area of showers moving over Andros, across the Providence, right into the Lutra area. Also up in the north, Grand Bahama and the Abacos, all are experiencing some intermittent rains as well. But there are some heavier showers on the backside of Andros, and that has embedded in it some thunderstorms, all of which are being advected towards the east, meaning later on tonight, during the early morning hours, we can get one or two of those thunderstorms developing as well. And as we look at our temperatures around the Five Islands, Marsh, Abaco, Green Tool, Key, and Freeport, Grand Bahama at 72 degrees, 73 in the Berry Island, Allenstown, Bimini, 75, 76 in Harbor Island, Rock Sunny Lucia 74, Artisan Cat Island at 76 degrees, 78 in Black Point, Exuma, Camp Space or Andros as well. Fresh Creek and Central Andros 77, in Georgetown, Exuma 79, Rum Key and San Salvador 76 degrees, 78 in Ragged Island, Clarence Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay may go on at 80 degrees, 80 in Ackles, Matthew Taninago 82, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 81 degrees. And your forecast tonight, looking at breezy conditions, cloudy with a couple of thunderstorms with some intermittent rains during the course of the night. Low temperature around 74 degrees. And tomorrow, it's going to be a bit breezy again. That will continue, particularly in the mornings with a thunderstorm or two in spots. Otherwise, it's going to be mostly cloudy with occasional light rains during the course of the morning. High temperature tomorrow, 82 degrees, and your extended weather forecast looking like this. Another wet day tomorrow, but by afternoon we'll start to see some improvement, and by Thursday skies open up. Lots of sunshine Thursday and Friday. Front system comes through on Saturday, bringing back the clouds, the showers, and the thunderstorm, and that's where we will see temperatures dropping in the low 70s as we head into the early part of next week. Carvel.
Many thanks to you, Basil, and thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Corvell Pyfrom, and for all of us, take care, be well, and remember, we will be looking to see you again right back here tomorrow evening. Good night.